Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I've had a mad couple of days, fussy cutting galore, all the pieces from the Junk Journal Basics Kit 2, in line with obviously the folio that we have been making. So I've got the folio here and I've finished covering all the bits and pieces on the inside. So we'll come to that in a second, but I just wanted to show you the huge volume of stuff that I've got here ready cut out. So all of these bits here I've cut out. Obviously we'd used one or two bits already when we were kind of covering the folio. This is all the fussy cut ephemera type parts. So obviously we had all the background pages, which I've still got a huge amount of background pages left, even after sort of covering all the bits in the folio. I've obviously made a collage page as well from them. I've got all of these fussy cut pieces which I've yet to cut, so I'm still cutting all of these. But I just thought I wanted to come along and obviously carry on with the folio, but I wanted to just quickly show you all of these huge volume of bits that I've got here. I've made no secret, obviously, over the years of I absolutely have like an addiction to like fussy cut pieces, and I've often in the past bought like fussy cut packs, Kaiser Craft and people like that. And yeah, this to me just is such a whole bunch of fun things. Now obviously I've got lots of smaller pieces here on the top, and then here just on the bottom, I'll just quickly show you, I've got a bunch of journal cards and things like that, and there's some envelopes in the kit as well and things, so they're all kind of on the bottom. But yeah, these are the fussy cuts, plus I've obviously got several pages still left to cut out. So I'm going to just move these to one side, and then I'm going to show you what else I have made using the fussy cuts so far. So on top of these, I've also made a snippet roll. So I've got these, I've got the few pages left, and then I've also made this from the fussy cuts already. So, they're just like the leftover pieces so far. So I just wanted to share with you this beautiful snippet roll that I made. So I don't know whether we're going to definitely use this snippet roll in the folio that we've actually been making. I'm not sure, not sure kind of yet whether that's going to be the best place to use these pretty pieces. Sorry, just got some glue threads hanging there. Or whether actually I might just make some other things with these. But I just wanted to share this really pretty snippet roll with you because I love how it turned out so much. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's very delicate, very gorgeous. It's got these wonderful colours of the blues, the pinks, and the sort of beige colours, and it just looked, yeah, so lovely, that I just wanted to kind of show you, because I don't know, like I say, whether we're actually going to incorporate this in the folio or whether actually we might leave this and use it for some other things. But with all those huge volume of things that I've got left, I mean, I said on the launch video, obviously, of the amount of projects that you can do from this one kit is phenomenal, because we're not going to get through half of those fussy cuts, and I've already made this snippet roll. We'll probably only use, the tip of the iceberg from those pieces in the folio. So then all those other pieces be able to make clusters and snippet rolls and, various different things. So I just wanted to kind of like touch on that really before we pick up the folio. So we will go back to the folio now. And yeah, just kind of get making some little bits and pieces. So obviously I haven't covered the outside yet, so I will be covering the outside. Now, I quite fancy doing this in fabric. Yeah, I quite fancy doing this in fabric on the outside. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, just wondering whether I should do that quickly now. I might quickly do that now and then come back. Okay, so we're another day now, but I've covered the outside. So I went with fabric in the end. So I've used this beautiful velvet. I've got this gorgeous teal colour and the ivory. And then this here, the, I always call this toile de joie. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, that fabric there. Obviously, I haven't decorated. Oops, sorry, I'm just flicking things around. I haven't actually decorated the cover or anything. I've just literally covered it so that it's ready to decorate, just because obviously it was easier to get to whilst it wasn't all bumpy and lumpy. So from the inside you can see obviously I've just got a bit of an overhang around the edge with the fabric. I quite like that. And then I'll just show you what I actually did with the inside of the folio, because obviously when we visited it last time, or when we were working on it last time, I just had things that I needed to finish. So here, for example, I've just added a couple of flaps there. This one, I can't remember whether we'd done this or not, but I've popped that there. This here, we've got a pocket here. And again, all of these pieces, I've put them on as pockets. And I know I say this all the time, but even if I don't use them as pockets now, I have got the option. So pockets here, we've got a flap here. We've got a flap on that side and a pocket here. Here, we've got this gorgeous flippy sort of faux envelope piece. Whoops, just got a bit glued there. So that's kind of journaling space, but it's also a pocket. And then I did have here, which I'm debating, do I want to put this on here as another pocket at the top? I can't quite decide. So we'll kind of like start decorating the folio and then we'll decide whether we want that. And then here, I've just popped a couple of flaps on here. Can't remember whether we'd done this piece or not, but I've got a side loading pocket. So there, and then this envelope is also a side loading pocket in here. And then a flap kind of coming out there. So lots of kind of good journaling space. We've got journaling here, and then here we've got another pocket on here and a pocket here, and I think this was a belly band here. So lots and lots of room for both journaling, obviously on all the flaps and things, and also lots of room for tucking things in and, you know, popping things into pockets. So I thought all we would do now is obviously start decorating the folio. And when I say decorating it, I'm talking obviously lace and, you know, bling and, you know, things like that. So I've got this whole huge abundance of fussy cut pieces that, like I said, I've obviously spent the last couple of days cutting out. So I'm just going to pull in just a handful here, only because obviously there's quite a lot. So I can't probably fit it all on the desk. So I'm just going to pull in a few like that. It's one of those things that now I've started pulling things in, I keep seeing other things thinking, oh, I'll just pull this one. Oh, I'll just pull that one. Right, we'll pull in like that, pop that there, and then we can start decorating it up. And the reason why I wanted to obviously just pull in a few was because I want to hopefully have it open, you know, on the whole. So I've then got obviously this pretty lace. So let's pull in the lace here. So I want to start obviously, you know, decorating up and putting some decorative details on. So we might want to have some lace along the edge there. Now, don't know whether I want to have that. So I'm going to just cut this down like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut this also. This one actually I prefer, this lace, but I'm going to try and kind of intermix them and have some, you know, some of one and some of this one. So I just cut this down like that. Okay. Like that. Right. So I'm just going to check whether I might prefer this one. I mean, to be honest, they're both really nice. So yeah, might be able to get a better idea with the flaps open. Oh, I don't know, to be honest. I like them both. Yeah, I like them both. Let's leave that there for a moment. And then from my decorated, not decorated, my fussy cut pieces, I'll just see if kind of there's any pieces that we might want to have on here. So obviously I've got tags and, you know, all sorts of things. So I mean, we could even have like a tag on here if we felt like it, or, you know, we might just prefer to have the tags as pull out pieces. Got lots of labels. got tickets. So we could have just like a label on here and then, you know, some flowers and things. So, I mean, we can just build this up. And obviously, we've also got these beautiful pages here, which again, you know, we may want to obviously include some other bits and pieces here. So just playing around, you know, obviously I've just pulled in a random selection. So I'm not necessarily saying these are the best selection. I'm saying these are the ones that I happen to have pulled in right now. So I'm just kind of, you know, winging a prayer that I've got a good selection of things. So, I mean, that's really pretty. I do really like this, actually. I think that's really nice. So let's just ink this up. Like that. Okay. And ink up the label. Like that. I mean, that looks very, very pretty, doesn't it? Now, I've also got this, you know, flower trim. So we could even have something like that on there. I don't know. It's quite bright. Let me see if I can ink this flower up. You know, to tone it down, sort of brightness. Whoops, brightness wise. The only thing is sometimes when you ink up pink, it can go a little bit orange looking. So we don't really want that. Let's see. Just ink up this butterfly. Okay, I mean, that's rather pretty, isn't it? So we could have something like that. Now, the only thing is that butterfly is in danger of getting squashed off at that side. So maybe have the butterfly more in like that direction instead. Maybe there. Okay, so I'm going to put this on running down the side. So the lace first. So I'm just going to take my 3-in-1. Okay. Right. Let's just smoosh that glue. Okie dokie. Like that. And again, you know, I quite like it when you kind of like crease the lace a little bit. So can you see there? I've just got a couple of kind of creases on there. So the lace isn't quite laying flat. I mean, I personally think that makes it a little bit more interesting looking. Yeah, I think that's quite nice, but again, you know, not essential. Let's just take this. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Now, it's only a matter of time before I start hoarding all these bits I've cut out, which is absolutely crazy, isn't it? But yes, I suspect that I will be doing that at some point. You know, as soon as I see my pile start to kind of like shrink a little bit, I'll be like, oh, best start hanging on to those pieces, you know, I'm running out. Oh, that's really pretty. So maybe something like that. So I'm just going to glue this down. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. Oops. Well, I would, but I haven't had it switched on for very long, so perhaps I'll just put it down. I was going to say because it was going to go over the lace, but that's fine. I'll just put it like this. Okay, now I'll wait and I will glue this down in a second. So let's put this one down. Okie dokie. like that. And then the butterfly, yeah, we'll have the butterfly here. Now I would quite like to just put the butterfly on with the hot glue, so I'll just wait for a couple of seconds for that to warm up. So then going over here, now I'll just see. This is not inked up on the edge, so I'll just quickly ink that up. Because I did do my inking kind of afterwards, you know, like I've talked about. So there's 1 or 2 bits that I've probably missed. So this being one of them. Okay. So, I mean, that's very pretty, isn't it? To have that there. And then again, you know, we could have either a label or... I don't probably need it even, but we could have just maybe kind of like a couple of tickets or something pulled or pushed into the side. Or do we want to have a plain one like this and then add some flowers to this? So if we had this, and then we could obviously, you know, add a big flower. Love having all these bits. I can't tell you how much I love it. It's so much fun to be able to play with like loads of things. Okay, just pop that down there. Again, I don't know whether I'm going to have this lace, but I'm just going to cut it down to see. So, okay. And then that one will go there. So I'm kind of thinking, do we need any lace on this one? I know this sounds really weird, but I've also got this pink lace, which I'm thinking, because obviously this kit's got pink, blue and the cream, wonder if we could even mix in. Right, let's just cut that down there. Like that. Now, so we could have that, or maybe we should have it this way round. Oh my goodness, love the pink there. Maybe the blue, or maybe even no lace on this top one, to be honest. Maybe just the 2 layers with the lace. Quite love just those 2. So this one here, I'm going to put the pink down the edge. Just like to always check that I'm putting it the right way up. So that way, think this way. Oh, honestly, it's sometimes really hard to tell. Okay. I'm going to put that down like that. Press that down. Oops, now I've got some black lace. Yeah, I mean, we could always have some black on here as well, because obviously we've got the black in the you know, the sheet music and things on there. So I mean, definitely the black doesn't look out of place, does it? You know, and we've got black obviously like here on the butterfly and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I personally think that the black actually does look quite good on there. So I might even, yeah, I might even do that, to be honest. So if we were having this, I might just have this as a little tuck spot going. Yeah, so let me check with my hot glues raring to go now. Oops, hang on. Okay, right. So to be really quick, because obviously I'm filming, just going to hot glue this down like that. So, and that's going to obviously stick that black lace down as well. So like that. Okay. Get out the excess glue. Don't you love that black lace? I mean, that was just a scrap that happened to be laying around on the desk. But my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? So yeah, we're going to have it like that. So I'm just going to put this pink flower down. Oops, up there. Okay, press that. And then this one. I've just done this one with the hot glue because obviously it's going over a few different layers, and I just thought, well, it's going to be quick to glue it by doing it with the hot glue. So like that. Okay. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look yummy and gorgeous? Really, really, really lovely. Now, do we want to have a butterfly on here? Oops, again, got a couple of butterflies, so we could have a tiny one, have a big one, or we could have none. Maybe we'll have none there because we're going to have this one up here. So I'm going to just put this one down now. Okay, and then the label I'm going to put down here. Now again, going to put the label as a belly band really. So going across there like that. Okay. Right, looking good. So that's that. Now, obviously I love bling. So let's just see if we want to have any bling anywhere. So we could have a bit of bling, maybe just like along the side there. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Or we could have some here in the butterfly. So let me just cut another bit of bling off. Oops. If I were to cut this. Oops. So we could have it something like that. Oops, I think it's rather nice. So, oops, just knocked something off the desk. Now I spent last night making a whole bunch of ephemera to be, you know, stuffing in the pockets of this folio. So yeah, hopefully we've now got most of the ephemera that we're going to be using to stuff the pockets. So that would be really good. Right, we've got that. Now, just have some cream sari silk or some ivory sari silk somewhere. Now I can't see it anywhere. It was literally here just now when I started the video. I saw it. Where's it gone? Oh no. Oh, what were the odds of that? I mean, literally, how can you just lose some sari silk like within 2 seconds of starting the video? That's just not on, is it? No, not up there either. Not up there. Oh gosh. No idea where that's gone, to be honest. Unless it's in my lap. No, can't see it there either. Oh, I've no idea now. Oh well. Because I thought we could have had some sari silk maybe running down here. What do we think to the bling? I quite like that. So yeah, let's have the bling down the side. Like that. Okay. But hopefully you can see as well. I mean, doesn't this kit just lend itself to all sorts of different colours? Like, you know, we've put here blue lace, pink lace, we've put that black lace. I mean, it really goes with such a lot of different sort of colours, doesn't it? I've even got this little ruffle here, which, you know, I don't know whether we want to have that, but we definitely could have that there. Let me just ink this up a little bit. This is just a, you know, an offcut of, I've obviously used this, you know, this ruffle somewhere else, and it's just a, you know, leftover bit, but I suddenly thought, oh, well, maybe that would even go on here. So yeah, we could have that down the bottom. I'm just going to leave that there because I haven't quite decided yet, but just in case we do. Okay, so we've got that flap there with obviously a tuck at the side, and then here we've got the front flap. So here we could have, I mean, that's really pretty, to be honest. Yeah, that is quite pretty. Do I want to have that? In which case, just need to cover up the, you know, what would be the hole. So either cover it up by just having, like, say, a butterfly or something up there. I mean, that's quite nice. We could obviously punch the hole and actually have, you know, a something tied in there. The only thing is that's going to be quite bulky, so I'm kind of thinking maybe we should just cover the hole up, you know, what would be the hole. So let's just ink that up like that. Just ink around here because I'm not sure whether that's been inked around the edge either. I wonder if we would want a big butterfly. I mean, that's really pretty, isn't it? We could have something like that. So let's just ink this up a minute. So we could have something, whoops, something like that. And then thinking, oh look, that's the sari silk that I was talking about. Now, do I have any kind of little centre that I could use for that flower? I did have some little pearly trim type things, so I'm gonna look to see if I've got them floating around anywhere. Right, of course I haven't. Oh, here we go, hold on. So we could have something like that. That's really pretty, isn't it? It kind of finishes that side off really nicely. What do we think? And do we want to have any lace coming out of there? So again, what we could do is just have a little bit of lace coming out from under the tag or on the tag, or down the side of the tag. Let me just cut a little bit of this. So I could have that there, that there. Right, hold on. I'm so sorry. It's going to be one of those days, I'm afraid. Right, so I have popped here a couple of other bits and pieces. So yeah, was trying to decide what to have where. I'm thinking possibly this kind of flower here. I've got this little sign saying imagine, and then I found this lace, which I thought, oh, I mean, I was at first kind of keeping it all quite pale, and then I thought, well, if we're having this blue butterfly, then we could have some of this gorgeous blue lace. So at the moment, I'm kind of like debating, do we want to go all out and have something really vibrant like that? Now I've just got this flower here. I'm just going to kind of ink this up a little bit while it's still on its stem, because I might have this somewhere. Just thought it would be easier to ink up before I take it off of its thing. There we go. Let's just have a look. Oh my goodness, I mean, how pretty does that look? So yeah, love how all this looks so far. Maybe even have a butterfly or something over here. What do we think? I'm just going to try it with something more pale and discreet. So we could try it with this lace here. I'll just move this. And obviously I also have got this, which I thought we could have here as like a just little lace cluster. I haven't glued any of these things down yet, so I'm still kind of deciding. What do we think? What do we think? I do love that bright blue. I don't know whether I'm quite brave enough. Yeah, I don't know. Let me put this down. So I'm going to glue the tag down. So we'll just glue this down here. Actually, thinking glue this as a belly band instead. So let me just wipe that glue off there. Okay. So So yeah, let's just do this as a belly band. So like that. Okay. Oops. So we'll just pop this here. Okay, and then now I did also dig out a more neutral butterfly, just in case we might prefer to have that. So we could either have the bright blue or we could have this one. So, oops. And then I've just got this little tiny bit of this ivory lace, which I thought we could have just going across here. Or we might even want to have some black lace, to be honest. You know, like we had the black lace just now. Let's see if I've got any black lace. Because that was just a scrap that I happened to have laying around on the desk. Let me see if I've got any more to the side of me. Oh, and I haven't. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Oh, that is very annoying. I mean, I've probably got some somewhere, but yeah, I can't see any right now. Oh, that's annoying because yeah, I want to try now the black lace just in case black would be better. So right, I've got some other black lace here. This is slightly different black lace, but I'm sure it would be just as good. So again, I'm thinking tear this down so as it's not so wide, like that. And then just going to take a little bit like that. We'll just see. So, I mean, you can just see, can't you, that by putting different lace on, it just changes the whole appearance, doesn't it? So we could have it like that, and then we could have the dot blue. Let me glue this flower on, because I do like that there. So I'll glue on the bits that I'm kind of quite sure about. So we've got the flower here. Yeah, like that. Now, do we like the blue or the neutrally butterfly? I mean, we could have it like that and then have the blue lace. Got these two little bits here, which I'm kind of thinking might be quite pretty. Oh, I can't decide. Or we could have some black here. Oh my goodness. Love that. So now I'm thinking maybe have the blue butterfly over here. Have the neutral butterfly over here. Yeah, sometimes you kind of have to get that balance, don't you? So I feel like, you know, the blue butterfly with the blue gem, it was too much blue over there. But if I have a blue butterfly here and the blue gem, it kind of like balances it out, sort of, you know, just right. So yeah, I'm thinking like that. Now, do I have any more little pearly centers that I can use for that butterfly? That would be really good. No, of course I don't. That would be far too easy, wouldn't it? I've got that. That's not quite right. I've got this little heart. I don't think it's going to be quite right either. Nope. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Yeah. So maybe like that. So, oh, where did I put that ivory? The ivory lace that I took off here. Oh, does anyone know what I've done with that? Okay. So if I bring this back, have that there. Oh, it's a tough decision, this. Let's just see. So I've got a few more. Well, I've got loads more butterflies, so let's just have a look. I could double layer that. Oh, this is really hard to decide. I don't know why I'm making such a meal of this, but for some reason I just can't quite decide. Oh, maybe like that. Yeah. So I'm going to put the pale blue across the top here. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. And just snip that down. Okay, looks pretty. And then here, I'm going to just put this bling down, which will hopefully clamp that black lace. Oops, down. Okay. Right, like that. Love how that looks. Doesn't that look beautiful? I know I say this quite often, but I do often find it quite helpful to glue at least one thing down, because once and then, you know, I've made a commitment with something, other things can kind of like flow from there, you know, where whilst I'm still able to move things about, there is obviously a temptation to move things about. So yeah, sometimes I find it quite helpful to actually just go, right, that's glued down, I can't now move that again. Now, sorry if you can keep hearing Bo, she's like wandering in and out, in and out. Let's just see if we want to have any lace here. I mean, the lace does look pretty down the bottom, but I'm not sure that's quite the right lace. Let me just check this. So this is just like a sort of offcut really, but let's just see. Hey sweetie, why don't you come in? Look, come on. Bo. Good girl, sweetie pie. Nope, she's not coming in. She's like, oh, it's too messy in here, I can't come in. Don't think she's really that keen on all this mess everywhere. I mean, it's coming to something, isn't it, when even your dog is like horrified, too horrified by the mess that they won't come in. Oh, I do quite like that, to be honest. Yeah, because when I take that away, that just looks really boring. So yeah, let's just put this little bit of lace down here. Oh, I'm just wondering whether I might prefer it like that. I can always reshape it, can't I? So let's put that one down. And then I'm just going to put this down like over the top, like that. So take that there. And then I'm just going to take this side edge. Oops, side edge. Anyway, this edge. Oh dear. Right. Okay, so I'm going to just pop this one onto there. Now, do I want to... Just going to see what this looks like without that header piece. I mean, I've left the header on where I've used this lace elsewhere, but let's just see what it looks like without. Because that might be too kind of strong. Too strong with that header line. So, yeah, let's just then pop this one on. Okay. Like, oops, like that. And then this. Oops. Okay. Right, so then, yeah, I'm thinking this pretty lace cluster. Now, I just want to check that this kind of still opens to and fro without it. So, yeah, okay. So pop this one down here. Haven't stuck that gem on yet, so I'll just pop that down. Oh, now I'm thinking, oh, hang on. Do I want to go with that bright blue? Or do I want to keep this neutral like I'd originally kind of been planning? Let's just check. Oh, I wish I was live and I could hear you guys, because now I don't know. I mean, obviously, if I was keeping this neutral, I could then have a neutrally gem. Don't know whether... that's, yeah, probably not really ideal, but... Oh, I really can't decide. I'm torn between the, you know, really beautiful blue or keeping it neutral. I wish that I could hear you guys and yeah, get your opinions. I mean, I love that look like that, to be honest. That's very, very, very pretty, isn't it? Let me just try this. So imagine that instead, and then this instead. I mean, they're very different, aren't they? Which one do we like the best is the question. Oh, I don't know. Whatever I do, I'm bound to make the wrong decision, aren't I? And wish that I'd done the opposite. Oh, just so much wish that I could hear you all and I could get your opinion. Which is the thing? Which is the thing to do? Oh, I don't know. Just don't know. Oh, it's really, really, really tough, this one. Because I just think both are really a lovely look. Oh, I wonder if I could have a bit of sari silk at the top there as well. Just got this bit of sari silk. It's only tiny, so it's not going to obviously go right the way across. But I could just have a bit of a ruffle, couldn't I? Should we do that? I'm going to have to probably turn it up the other way. Right. Decision made. I'm going to go for the pale. Yeah. Chickened out and decided to go for the more neutral. Oh, let me know. Have I made the right decision, or did you prefer the bright? It was really hard to decide. It's kind of, you know, I mean, I'd pretty much decided to go with the bright. And yeah, it was just that last minute that I just put that neutral down, and then I just suddenly then thought, oh, I prefer the neutral. I mean, obviously, if I'd never tried the neutral, I wouldn't have even known what that looked like, and so I would have been more than happy with the bright, wouldn't I? But because I had, I then was kind of like tied in and compelled to go with the neutral. Right, there we go. Let's put this down. Right, liking that. And then the butterfly, I'm going to do the wings, just going across, oops, on the side here, like that. Okay, loving how that looks. And then here, just going to pop this gem in the middle of the butterfly. Okay. Oh my goodness, how pretty is this looking now? Love, love, love how this looks. Right, wonder if I need a little bit of bling across that lace, because otherwise how am I going to hold that lace down anyway? I mean, I could glue it on obviously, but let's just see whether I could have a little bit of bling here. Maybe just a tiny bit. So yeah, let's just take that down. Oops. Okay, right, let's glue this on. Yeah, we might have to come back and do some other videos using up some of the kit you know, with some other things, and make some other things with it, because I loved that snippet roll so much, and it just kind of like, yeah, has made my mind go crazy of all the other things that we could be making with this kit. So we might have to come straight back and do some other things with it, but I don't know. Right, okay, so do we like that butterfly that's up there, or should we use a different one? So I'll just pull in a couple of others. Got this one. It's a bit small. Don't know as I cut out all the big butterflies. I don't think I did. I've still got quite a few left on the, you know, on the sheet. So, right. As we went with a pink one. Maybe we will just try that pink one just in case. Just in case we think that's the one. Right. I mean, out of all those bits that I cut out, and here I am still cutting out something else. Right, there we go. Oops, okay, and then just cut this one. Oops. Oh my goodness, hang on. Right, obviously I will ink this up. So let's just ink it up because we've gone for a bit more of a grungy kind of look now. So, yeah. No, I think that blends in a bit too much, doesn't it? So this one is a sort of contrast. So yeah, I think we're going to go for this. So let's pop that down. We're really only putting the butterfly there to cover up, you know, where otherwise we would have the hole. Okay, right. Absolutely loving how that kind of whole spread works. It looks very pretty, doesn't it? So going over. Right, so we've got all of these bits on here. So let's have a look and see what we want here. Okay, well, we've got lots of goodies that we could use here. Now, I'm just wondering whether we might use a bit of the snippet strip on the envelope. So, I mean, you can guess what's going on here, can't you? Yep, I'm now trying to hoard this snippet strip because I love how it turned out so much. But now, of course, I don't want to use it. Which, oh my goodness, the irony. Just ridiculous. Oh, I love so many sections of this. I'm not sure now. Maybe that one. Do we think that one? Let's tear this down. So I'm just going to quickly show you this snippet strip again because, oh my gosh, I love it. I mean, for you guys, it's probably only like 10 minutes since you saw it at the beginning of the video. But for me, obviously, because I'm filming this on a separate day, it feels like ages since I've seen it. So I'm like, oh, I just want to refresh my memory of how pretty this looks. Right, let's just tear this down. Okay, let's try this section here. So yeah, we could have this one just glued onto the bottom of this envelope like that. And then what we could do is have a bit of lace coming out from that envelope. So let's just take that down. Oh my goodness, I mean, that looks very pretty, doesn't it? So let me just tear this down here slightly. And then I'll just ink around this whole section. Oh, that does look pretty, doesn't it? I wonder if we want to have a label or anything as well on here. So we could have maybe that there. Or like a full label. I do always like having labels off to the side. I know I do that all the time, but yeah, I always find that very cute to have them sort of off to the side. Just check that I like that colour and not, oh, maybe this one. They do look nice off to the side, don't they? That's the thing. Just going to check that I definitely want that piece of snippet and not something else. And I quite love this one, actually. Just take this down. Before I know it, this whole strip's going to have been torn in to, you know, what's effectively clusters, really, but... Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to make another snippet strip, definitely, because, my goodness, I really love this. Like, to the point now I'm not really wanting to use it. Oh, my goodness, that one's nicer, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, definitely liking that one better. So it was worth double checking, wasn't it? Definitely was worth double checking. So let's just ink that up. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. So I put this ribbon coming out beneath that. Can you see there? And it's just got the one of the framed pieces from the kits with that little gem. That's so gorgeous. And this lace is the same as this lace, so it all just ties in perfectly. So yeah, I'm just going to hot glue this down. Again, that's just for speed, really. It makes it nice and quick and easy. I know it's glued down and I don't have to worry, you know, about it sticking. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. I absolutely love how that looks. Right, okay, so now I'm going to take this label, I think, and we're going to have it stuck on here. So again, just going to trim off a little bit to the side, so as I just have it going off the side of the page, or the side of the envelope, perhaps I should say. So yeah, just going to glue this on. Yeah, definitely need to make another snippet roll, because my goodness, or another snippet strip, sorry. I tend to call them strips, really, because I don't roll mine up. I just leave them as a long strip. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. I love how that whole page looks. That's just so gorgeous, isn't it? You know what we didn't do? We didn't use that bit of sari silk, did we? And guess what? I've lost it again. I mean, what is wrong with me? I'd lost that sari silk in the first place, and now I've lost it for a second time in the same video. Oh, there it is, look. So we were going to have that across here, weren't we? I'm now thinking perhaps we should have it somewhere on this envelope. Maybe just running down this side. I mean, I don't have that much here, so it won't be very big, it's got to be said. But, you know, I don't think that matters, really. Just going to check that we wouldn't prefer this. So I'm just going to cut this down. And then I'm just going to cut this in half. Like that. Okay. Oh my goodness, do we love it like that? I mean, I did like the sari silk, to be fair, but now I've put that lace there, it's like a sort of no contest, isn't it? The lace looked gorgeous. So yeah, that's definitely have that lace there. I'm loving the whole mixing of the laces. I mean, so far we've used, you know, the blue, the pink, the black, and even some cream or ivory. And oh my goodness, don't all these laces just look so beautiful together? Really loving how they look. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Yeah, love how that looks. Okay, so yep, that looks very pretty. Right, let's put something on here. So what should we put on here? We've got obviously those frames, which I've now used that one in the, you know, the form of the snippet strip, but well, that's too big. Nope. Don't know why Bo is barking. Oh, massive, massive, massive. Stop it. Just telling the dog off. She can hear people walking past outside, and so she's now barking at them. Well, I think we might go with a label. Oh my gosh, that's a lovely one, isn't it? So again, let's just ink this up a bit. Have this here, and then do we want to have like one of the roses like just to the side? Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, right. So we're going to have that now. Again, pulling in this boring old sari silk that I keep on going, oh, should we use some sari silk? Oh, shall we? Just wondering whether we could use this on here now. Oh, I don't know now. Thinking maybe lace might look nicer on here. Let's just check this out. Okay. Oh, that's very pretty, isn't it? I know that's quite a big piece of lace, but it does look nice. Just going to check it with some ivory instead, you know, which will obviously be a lot less impactful, but it might just look a little bit better. Just cut this down. Like that. Oh, I don't know now. I did really like the pink, but it might have been a bit too much. Let's just try it again. Sometimes you have to kind of like try things 2 or 3 times, don't you? To kind of like think, oh, which one do I like best? Try this. Just in case we want all of it. Because that's actually quite pretty, isn't it? But oh, I don't know. And again, I wish that I could hear you guys. Oh, what about black? Just suddenly thought, oh, we haven't used the black for a while. Because, you know, like I said, I'm loving the whole mixing the laces up. That's really fun. You know, you wouldn't really have thought that they would all go, would you? But they strangely do. Which way up is the right way up? Sometimes have to kind of guess from the feel of the lace. So we could have, oops, could have the black lace there. About like that. And then I wonder whether we could have a little butterfly or something. So, oops, where's my inker? That's quite pretty, isn't it? So I might have that, to be honest. So let's hold that down. There we go. We'll just put that down there. Now this one, I totally forgot to put this down as a pocket. I would have probably ordinarily put this down as a pocket or a belly band. I just completely forgot. So yeah, you know, my mistake there really. Okay, we're going to have the rose there. Again, I'm doing this with the hot glue because obviously this is now going over the lace and things. So I just want to make sure it's just really glued down very quickly. So, you know, rather than worrying whether it's actually gluing down or not. Okay. Like that, and then oops, let's just have the bling here. Oops, kind of thinking like that. I mean, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, loving how that looks. So I'm just going to put the bling down. Oops, she says, a bit fiddly. that. Okay, and then the butterfly. Like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to leave that like that. Now, that's probably all we've got time for. I've lost track of how long I've been filming for, I'm afraid, so I do apologise. So I will probably get on with, you know, decorating the rest of this. I may or may not come back to stuff this with some of the ephemera that I've made. The ephemera that I've made, that also all needs decorating up. So I've just made the bare bones of the ephemera so far. So we may or we may not come back and decorate those bits up. But I really hope that you love how this is coming along. I hope that you feel, you know, inspired maybe to make your own folio. And yeah, I hope that you've had fun and enjoyed the process. So really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, obviously if you like the kit, it's available on either my shabbydabbydoodah.co.uk website, or it's also available on my Etsy shop. And yeah, really hope that you love it, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.